in our ancient stunnery town, with programs just for you, the Plympton Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Plympton Podcast. This edition is dedicated solely to the recent poetry competition held by the British Red Cross Bookshop in St Stephen's Place. We join the proceedings with shop manager Emma Cayley addressing those present.
This evening is just a celebration of all your work and also raise a little bit of money for the Red Cross. So I'm just going to invite Gina to come up and say a few words. She's going to read some of her poetry and then we'll begin. So enjoy.
So basically, I'm Gina. I'm an award-winning poet. Been writing poetry since I was at school, so I've probably got some that are rubbish and some that are not too bad. And most of the good ones I've done are found in this book. It is available on Amazon. It's called The Curse of the Poet. It's self-published, so I don't really get a lot of money from it. And before we continue, I should pick that up in a minute. Before we continue, I'd just like to explain to you that the Plympton Bookshop Poetry Competition from last year, the entrants are now in their own little book, which is available from the counter over there. It is also going to be available on Amazon, but obviously it'll be a lot more expensive and you have to pay postage. So tonight we're going to arrange for everybody to read their poem, and then we're going to give out awards at the end. And just to start you off, I would just like to say that I'm going to read one of mine. Okie dokie, and this one was written for my children, from myself, and it is entitled My Children. You are the breath that my body must take, and you are the beat that my heart must make. You are my everything, you are my all. I'll be your safety whenever you fall. I'll be your shelter from life's troubled storms. I'll be the one whose arms will keep you warm. You are my world, and I want you to know you are my life, and I love you so. You are the treasures bestowed on me when I found out that your mum I would be. You are my strength when my life has strife. You are my world, my love, and my life. Okay. Thank you very much. So we're going to start the evening tonight. So the first person I'd like to call up is Violet Webber to read The Christmas Fairy.
I am the fairy on the Christmas tree, and I've lived here for 20 odd years. I think that my family is quite fond of me, but I'm bored to tears. I can remember when I was brand new and my tutu all sparkly and white, and now my tinsel's tarnished and my sequin's gone and my hair looks a proper fright. They think they've looked after me fairly well. I'm kept in a box all the year and brought out at Christmas time to cast my spell. But I'm not very good now, I fear. Well, enchantment's not easy with an old bent wand, and there's a point broken off the star, and my fairy twinkle dust is almost gone, and my magic quite a lot below par. I reckon that the kids are the most to blame. Why on earth are they so bloomin' ham-fisted? I was dropped on my head by what's-his-name, and my antennae got all tangled and twisted. And my wings used to stand out nice and straight, but that flipping girl they call Maggie, well, her fiddling fingers get in everything, and now my wings are all crumpled and saggy. Oh well, I'd better stop moaning, I suppose. I'll be stuck up here for 3 weeks or so. And once more I'll watch them stuff themselves on Christmas Day, and once more it'll rain and not snow. And when Christmas is over and the tree comes down, I'll be so glad to be free of the strain. And then they'll take me down and shake me to remove the dust, and I'll be put back in my box once again. I reckon that the Fairy Queen should pass a law to change the way things have been run. We fairies should be allowed to change our jobs. I could sure use a little more fun. I'd give anything to come out in the summertime and be a fairy of rose or petunia, instead of stuck here like a lemon with a light up my skirt, which I'll tell you makes me feel most peculiar. How about the springtime? In a yellow frock, I could flutter amongst the primroses, or dress in blue and be a bluebell girl, or gather the Fairy Queen's posies. I'd bathe in crystal dewdrops in the early dawn, and fly with the honey bees, and scramble round in buttercups all golden bright with pollen up to my knees. Wouldn't mind the autumn. Dressed in russet shades, I'd help polish up all those bright berries. And helter-skelter on the falling leaves, racing the other fairies. I could help the little squirrels collect acorns and nuts to store through the winter deep, and make them cosy blankets from the soft brown leaves to keep them snug in their long winter sleep. That Christmas time is here again, and look at me, such a mess you never did see. I wish they'd tart me up a bit and brush my hair before they plonk me on the Christmas tree. Do you know, I've never seen a pixie. Or a leprechaun. Or a good-looking elf. Or a gnome. My life's been lived on a Christmas tree in a semi-detached, double-glazed, centrally heated, suburban home. Long 12th night.
Okay, the next person we'd like to call up is Sarah Adams. Hope lies within.
I woke in the night. A child was crying somewhere alone. His fear-stained face sought life. He was drowning, starving. A tidal wave of mud smothered him. His home swept away, his village bombed, his family disappeared. My arms cannot reach him, lift him to a safe place and wipe his tears from the earth. I woke in the night. A box lid creaked open. Darkness flew forth, but revealed within a gleam of gold. Hope.
The next one is Nicola Smith. She takes the waters.
The moment the moon kisses the water is the time when the souls come out to play. The starlight reflects on buried daughters, never destined to see another day. Silver shimmering glow, lights eternal, scaring the sea life from their ocean pen. A prison with no walls, life internal. The goddess ebbs, flows, feminist amen. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, freely given, never taken, eyes high, as her heart drowns, ripped on hidden boulders. Angel wings surround those who cannot fly. Reflection upon a concave layer, ripples of time and unanswered prayer.
And now Barbara Mercy will read the Fisherman's Prayer.
Lord, fill my nets, fisherman prayed, as he steered towards the stormy sea. I need this catch to pay my way, for my family and for me. The rivet shuddered, it moved the plates. Great breakers crashed over the bow. You wrestled to hold the boat steady. Lord, I need your help more than ever now. The trawler climbed a watery hill and plunged down the darkest ravine. Dear Lord, the fisherman weep. It's the worst storm I've ever seen. The banshee wailed in a foresight gale as it smashed the rigging and mast. Lord, have mercy, the fisherman prayed. Please don't let this breath be my last. In the east the first rays were breaking. The sea became tranquil and still. Lord, I thank you, the fisherman prayed. From now on I will do thy will. He lowered his nets and fished all day. He landed the catch of his life. Thank you, Lord, for protecting me, for my children, my wife, and my life.
Okay, now the next lady isn't here. She's called Jean Pardee. She's written a poem called Brexit, which I will read for you. In or out, the question asked everywhere I go. Are we in or are we out? Is it yes or no? What does it really mean to us, and do we really care? Once part of Europe, leave it if we dare. The votes are cast, the answer's out. Politicians reel and shout. It can't be true, we have to stay. On our own? Time will tell, let's not delay. We're on our way, or are we? The tide will turn. I bet we stay. Following on from that is Andrew Jepson, 4 Seasons. Not here?
No, he's not signed up.
Okay, would you like to read?
The earth shows green beneath spring's hopeful skies, as young corn sprouts fresh in every field. Why heed the politicians' clever lies? The men who only see what money buys keep close their purpose and will never yield, while earth shows gold beneath bright summer skies. From kestrel's flight they turn uncaring eyes, against the orchid's growth their hearts are steeled. Why heed the politicians' clever lies? The brick and concrete cancer multiplies, where the sheep once grazed and the hap-wing wheeled, as earth shows brown beneath dark autumn skies. From fuming stocks the noxious vapours rise, against town-bred poison there can be no shield. Why heed the politicians' clever lies? So nature's wondrous weeds of life unties a wound once made that never can be healed, as earth shows drab beneath dark winter skies. Why heed the politicians' clever lies?
Thank you, Emma. Okay, J. Francis, Drought.
This poem was inspired after watching a documentary on television a few years ago. Called it Drought. A rib-racked camel sinks to the sand, where piles of bleached bones lie half buried, unseen by famine-torn people that pass from land where grain has failed again. This newsfeed consumer, stuffed on disaster, sits viewing the screen. A child leads that camel, cries for water, and kneeling in prayer when the animal dies, tears flesh away from the pack camel's hide.
Terry Willis, Remember Me. Not here? Emma?
Sorry, me again. Okay, remember me. On the journey there, all memories come to me. Days at the seaside, picnics instead of tea. Long nights listening to you, looking back of how life was to how it is now, if only it could be, used to be. On arrival at my destination, I slip from the car, full of hope and trepidation. How is he, I ask, as I walk through the door. Oh, he's in there, comes the reply, by the windows like before. Up to him I rush. Hi, Dad, it's me. He turns and to my horror replies, Who are you? It's me, your son, it's me. An hour passes with me trying to persuade him, but nothing changes what I say. I get up and go. Then as I step back into the car, I shout aloud in my belief that the only dad I had has been taken by dementia, the thief.
And next, Sarah Adams with New Year Hope.
The decorations are packed away. Another year has had its day. Resolutions have come and gone. We're sick of chocolate, but not for long. Cards in the recycling bin. 1,000,000 tills have gone ka-ching. And the future stretches out in front. We fill it with the things we want. Good health, good friends, time to relax. Our children safe, our roof intact. Money for all that we need. A bit more haste, a bit less speed. Divided families back together. Resentment settled, bridges mended. Passwords remembered, phone unlocked. A shorter queue next time we shop. To get connected, not put on hold. Those items on eBay, quickly sold. A space to easily park the car. And perhaps peace near and far.
Graham Sanford, out walking the dogs, and I hope he isn't.
Gravity has been checked, and it works. Rain clouds are positioned at the ready. It is walkies time. The dogs and I head out for an adventure. The grass beneath our feet, the sky above our heads, just the way we like them. We run. Well, most of us run. 2/3 of us run. I walk along writing my stuff. It's what I do. They sniff and rough. It's what they do. To swap would be silly, though I dare to say that I would make a good rougher in my own way. I think that is quite enough. But on the other hand, I doubt no matter how hard they try, if they could write a poem as well as I.
Now we want Charlotte Willis to read football.
Football is a game of 2 hours. Shoot, score, pass. Football is dirty. I must have seen them surely. The referee gets a lot of stick. The linesman gets on your wick. Dodgy decisions, extra time. Managers shouting on fire. Goalies on the ground diving. Strikers are surviving. Defenders are tackling. Midfielders are ackling. Fans are cheering. Away fans are booing. Commentators are poo-pooing. 90 minutes is all it takes. We're the great performers. Managers are in the making. Mascots are informed. Bend it like Beckham. Have a room like Henry. Best is Arsenal. Time for Rooney.
Sarah Adams, would you like to come up and read Caring?
Caring. I wrote this partly to do with my son, and also I'm involved with quite a few carers groups, and obviously it's quite a big at the moment. Caring for another brings heartbreak, joy and pain. As each new day we face uphill, dig deep for strength again. Endless forms to fill in, striving to make ends meet, wishing for a magic key to unlock and set them free. We long for a normal life, whatever that may be, relationships, a job, a car, a place for them to feel independent, a sense of peace, a way to cope each day. Those things that others take for granted, the friendship and love they crave. Untrained, we search for answers, the carers, an unseen army. Inspired by love and duty, each and every day we dream of a world of understanding, a society that cares, kindness, hope, and perhaps a lesser cross to bear.
Well, we had a really enjoyable first half. I enjoyed listening to everybody's poems, and hope everybody else did too. We are now going to go into the second half. Okay, so the first person up for the second half is Nicola Smith with Hale's Dumbbells.
I need to move, I tell myself. Lycra and spandex from the back of the shelf. Dust off the trainers, white socks and sweatpants. Stretch out the hamstrings as I start my war dance. Knees up, arms out, reach for the stars. Cardio on my peak floor, not quite the parallel bars. 10 minutes on a cross trainer. Are the pans yet shed? Only my bank account, that's now firmly in the red. Gym bunnies with flat tummies and glowing golden tans. I roll my flabby folds and unmanicured hands. Back firmly to the mirror, headphones in and eyes down, as I pump, bike and hike in this funless playground. I'll do another 5 minutes, then take a long hot shower, clean the tears and the sweat, and wash off the remaining willpower.
And the next person up is Barbara Mercy reading From the Frontline.
Dear Tom, this is very hard to write. As darkness falls in this long night, the days are strenuous and tough. Our next leave can't come soon enough. I lost a mate, I can't sleep, and I'm trying not to weep. Remember Di from Cardiff Way? We both joined up that certain day. We stuck together through thick and thin. Now I ponder on what might have been. We patrol each day in scorching heat, watching, searching, evading defeat. The chilling sound is of a blast. You think the day will be your last. The shout, "Man down," fills us with dread. Someone is injured, or maybe dead. I'll see you soon. Take care, dear brother. Don't show this letter to our mother.
And now we ask Graham Sanford to come up to read Moon Forest.
There once was a forest upon the moon that flourished for a while, but vanished all too soon. A realm of trees upon her face, a woodland fair in outer space. And all the creatures lived happy lives. Life is a breeze when a forest thrives. Swinging through the branches high, the monkeys laughed and then did cry. For when their forest realm could not rebirth, they all fell back down to earth.
Now Victoria Pratt will say, start of something new.
New start. It will be different. You look in the mirror and try to force a smile onto your mouth that is breathing out a shaking breath. New people. They will be different. You smile at the group of people forming around the cafeteria tables, ready to go into class. We should all be more mature now, right? New friends. They're all so different. It's great that you found a collection of people who all understand you and want to be a massive part of your life. New parties. They will be fun, different. You dance around the room, twirling away all the memories as the alcohol leaves your cheeks rosy. You'll forget about those casual digs, right? New arguments. But these are different. They're only saying what they feel is best for you, with an aftertaste of bitterness and deeper meaning. New people, but their actions aren't different. You cannot bring up how they upset you for fear of you upsetting them. Maybe I am imagining it, like they say. Maybe I'm overreacting, just like I have in the past. Maybe it is my fault, and I shouldn't bring it up, as it causes something. So I'll just hurt in silence, right? But no. Nothing has changed. Nothing is different. Just because the setting is someplace else, some of the people are new, and the classes are easier, it doesn't mean that all the hatred and hurt from your past haven't stuck by you like a lost dog. People say that they are different. That's only the persona they want you to see today. New start. The same old gossiping. A few new people, but still the same old popularity contest. New friends. The same old talking behind your back. New parties. The same old missing invitation. The thing is, the world never changes, no matter how much you want it to. And as much as you hope this time it will be different, you can't escape your past. Certain people leak back through the cracks, and they can never do anything wrong, can they? You feel you have to do exactly as they say, as fear of being kicked from the norm. You should like this person, you shouldn't like them. I'm allowed to replace you, but you're not allowed to bring it up. And I can be funny with you when you haven't done anything, because that's just what I feel like doing today. You stay for so long because you feel this is what you deserve to feel like, and maybe one day they will change, but they don't. You stand up for yourself for the final time. Suddenly, you find you are now that outcast you couldn't be friends with. A pang of regret twists in your stomach. They're coming for you. You can't escape. They're coming for you. There is no escape. A scream here, a scream there. You're a bitch. No one wants to be with you. You're exhausting to be around. You feel the whole world collapse around you. But didn't you know it would end up like this eventually? The words replay on your mind. Bitch, no one wants you. You're exhausting. You say goodnight. You fill your glass to the brim. You walk the stairs. You pop the tablets onto the bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You swallow each one whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These aspirin should ease my pain.
Sarah Adams, can you come and read Butterfly?
Fly soft away, jewelled butterfly. Spread your wings and paint the sky. Let my spirit soar with you up into endless smiling blue, up where rainbows promise gold, up where children's dreams are told. Down below spreads wide the world with all its secrets to be learned. How the hare knows how to box, swift grey moonlit shadow unlocked, and where the owl on silent wing a hooked and silent death may bring. How an oval, nail-sized seed 10 centuries of bark and trunk will feed. How grass becomes both body and milk. Why breezes sing upon the hill. How a flower can tell the time, or why a flower is a lion. Why dear Humpty had his fall, and what lies beyond that mossy wall. Why the lady's house burnt down, and why the blackbird's wife is brown. Why no one knows what path's ahead, or where my footsteps may be led. And how this fragile butterfly has strength to dare the furthest sky. And when these secrets I've come to know, a child no more, will I still grow.
Next is Charlotte Willis reading Flowers.
Flowers. Winter has cleared away, daffodils have appeared, spring is here to stay, daisy chains and paper planes and the smell of blossom in country lanes. Summer is here now, hot days, all the flowers are in bloom. If you can see the roses, fuchsias and sunflowers now, everything's bright and colourful, there is no winter gloom. Your life was like a flower, the leaves and petals dropped off, but you come back for more and more until the flower wilted to the floor. Just like the bud, the bees would pollinate and all the little insects were made, bringing new life into the world. The smile shone down from above, always filled our hearts with love. Now winter is back yet again, and the flowers closed up till bloom. There is always room, as your smile fills the sky, for us and the naked eye. It wasn't goodbye forever, because one day we'll be reunited together.
Okay, in Jean Pardy's absence, I'll be reading her poem, Blackbirds. Blackbirds are nesting in my tree right beside the greenhouse. They'd worked so hard building their nest and give such joy to me. There must be eggs already, both parents in and out. One is constantly sitting, chickens hatching soon, no doubt. Beware the cats are watching from a nearby hedge, waiting for the unwary when they start to fledge. And Sarah Adams, would you like to come up and read Hidden Fairy Folk Are We?
Hidden fairy folk are we, guardians of each blade, each tree, spun through stories ages past, with secrets told in sideways glance. Mortals wonder what they've seen, the other realms, or just the breeze. This is Ladybird hastening home, the sparkle on the river's flow. Tiny feathered jennies dance as she darts from branch to branch. A burst of dazzle, sun shaft gold, or a glimpse of fairyland unfold. We dress in moss green and bells blue, honey yellow, or lady lavender's hue, and shepherd's red night sky delight. So, grey and concrete life, take flight. Mortals, paint your world, believe. For the hidden fairy folk are we.
Graham Sanford reading Not a Daffodil in Sight.
I didn't wander lonely. I'm a clod, just soil beneath unbroken sod. I've never seen a cloud above, tasted air, fallen in love. I wait here with my senses numb, downtrodden, hidden, non-sentient, dumb. So how can you write a poem, you ask? I must admit it was no easy task. I started off with one small word, then added all the rest you've heard.
Nicola Smith, Making Marks.
She's at it again with a pad and a pen, scribbling, scribing, writing, rhyming, words on the page that swim in my head, on the back of my eyelids as I lie in my bed. Marks on the mirror, words from the soul, maybe putting them down will again make me whole. Hole in the heart, hole in the head, words poured out, I wrote, I bled. So I'm at it again with a pad and a pen, healing, growing, creating, knowing.
Okay, and just to conclude the second half, I will read one of my poems for you. It's called Angel's Tears. Sometimes in the still of night, when nothing in this world seems right, we think about what lies in store because everyone expects more. When we feel we always err, we reach out but no one's there to wrap their arms around to say, just live your life your own sweet way. And when our tears begin to fall, we fear there is no one to call. We feel a sense of deep despair and nothing in this world seems fair. But someone is unseen and cares. Our pain and hurt he always shares. And when our dreams turn into fears, we never see our angel's tears. And when a smile is on our face, he guides us through this evil place. He protects us from a lot of things, envelops us within his wings. So lift your head and spirits too. You don't want him hurting because of you. Just let the whole world pass you by and hold your head up to the sky. Smile although you're sad inside, and think about this unseen guide. Don't let life get you down at all, because an angel's tears should never fall. And I'd just like to say to Natalie Howson, the Plympton Stanitor, to come up and say a few words, and then I'll announce the prize winners and get Natalie to give out the certificates.
Thank you. Just a short few words. I wasn't expecting to say very much. I'm really, really honoured to be here today, and I was involved with the judging. It was a great opportunity to read so many different, varied styles of poetry, and I learnt a lot by doing so. It's a lot of years since I read poetry when I was at school, and Ancient Mariner and Keats being some of the poems that I read back then. So it's been so interesting, and I am so pleased to see so many different people present their poems. It's interesting to hear when you're reading your own poems, because as poets you have the feeling about what you're writing about, and that really comes through when you're reading your poems. Some of those poems are poems to be acted out, and some of those poems are more for solitary reading, and that's what makes it so wonderful to actually experience all of those here. And I thank you all for the efforts that you've put in, and such a good quality, good standard of poems that have been presented, and hopefully some of you that I know have entered before, so I hope that you'll be coming back next year to the Red Cross to enter again. So thank you, and it's been a really wonderful evening. I really enjoyed it.
Okay, the first person I'd like to ask to come up is Nicola Smith. Nicola gets third place for Making Mark. Violet Webber can now come up to get second place for the Christmas Fairy. Thank you. Drum roll. Yeah. Our winner is Barbara Mercy for Frontline. Do you want to say anything else?
No, as I say, thank you very much. I really, really appreciated all your efforts. It was wonderful to be invited here to join Red Cross to go through all the poetry entrance that came through. So well done. Thank you for making the effort out on a horrible day like this as well. So you need to come out. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks to Gina as well.
Thank you. I'd just like to invite Emma up now to say a few words.
Just like to say thank you very much again for supporting the poetry evening. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Gina, for helping me judge. But I also want to say a big thank you to my 3 amazing volunteers who've given up their evening to help me out. So thank you, Gemma. Thank you, Sarah.
And many congratulations to Barbara Mercy for winning this year's British Red Cross Bookshop Poetry Competition, and indeed to all the entrants who took part this year. Hope you've enjoyed listening to their poems, and until the next edition of the Plympton Podcast, thanks for listening, and bye for now.
The Plympton Podcast.